do it. Come in.
Hi, how are you doing today? Ryan Suchsland Tech Systems.
Hi, I'm Alex.
Alex, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. Have a seat.
Thank you, I appreciate it. So, I know we've been talking in the past, but I gotta say it's nice to finally meet with you face to face.
Yeah, absolutely. I know you guys have been calling me for a couple of years, trying to get back in front of me. So if anything, I appreciate the follow through.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you. Appreciate that as well. By the way, congratulations on your new store in Brooklyn. I've heard you guys are doing great with it. Have you been hanging around the New York, Brooklyn area a lot lately?
So, I mean, that was the past year for me. That was my baby pretty much. So I'm the expansion manager. We're a small organization, so whatever the growth area is where I follow. So the past year I'm building out Brooklyn. It's been great so far, so now it's time to move on to the next project.
Gotcha. Well, I know you've expressed to me that your time is valuable, so I know I want to honor that, but I just want to say that, here at Tech Systems we provide solution for staffing issues, and from what you've expressed to me that there's been a little bit of concern with this new project and staffing, and I want to have enough time to go over that with you today.
Sure.
So I think it'd be a good idea if we got the ball rolling, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, let's cut to it. I got about 15 minutes, like I said, for a meeting with my my boss. So.
All right, fantastic. Before we begin, is there anyone else that could benefit from this meeting that isn't here today?
I mean, I pretty much have authority as far as expansion goes.
Okay, and do you mind if I just jot down some notes as we go along?
By all means.
All right, fantastic. Well, I've actually created an agenda of how I want our meeting to go today and kind of a base plan for whatnot.
Okay.
So if you just wouldn't mind me going over it.
Sure.
Today I want to talk to you about your current situation and your needs. Find out what you would want to see out of Tech Systems as a partner. Describe to you who Tech Systems is and what we do in general, and then kind of bring it back and focus more on your current situation and how Tech Systems services can benefit you. Does that sound like a good plan?
Sure.
Okay, fantastic. So like I said, we've talked before a little bit, and from my understanding with this project, BU Athletics is developing its first ever distribution center, and along with that distribution center, you guys are really trying to outlay this virtual warehouse and application alongside of it. Can you kind of expand on what your role in that process is?
Sure. So when you think about it, it's obviously one initiative. So the goal is let's get some online sales, right?
Okay.
The Brooklyn store numbers are good. We're building a loyal fan base. Not everyone wants to get on an airplane and fly to Brooklyn just to purchase a T-shirt. So we need to go online, right? Just like any other company, we're obviously a smaller company, so we need to kind of build from the ground up. So the project itself, we need to actually build a distribution center. So we're not going to ship stuff out of our Brooklyn location. It doesn't make sense. It's too expensive. We need cheaper real estate. So we're going to be breaking ground on our distribution center in Harrisonburg. Close to highways, good location for that. At the same time, we need to actually build that application. So whether it's on the computer, whether it's on a smartphone, tablet, anyone can download it, open it up, see exactly what we have in stock, and then have the platform able to purchase it, send that digital order to the distribution center, who's then going to fulfill it and send it out. Pretty similar to like an Amazon, so we have to do everything. I mean, I am in charge of both the physical location as well as the digital application.
Okay. Well, it's very clear to me that this is a big project and expansion going on with you. In terms of the actual application and the warehouse online itself, long-term vision-wise, what would you say your ideal outcome for that would be?
Sure. I'm going to be owning the distribution center personally. I have a good background in physical locations. Like I said, I built the retail store in Brooklyn. What I need, and why I took this meeting with you, to be honest, is I need a partner who can really help me, hit the timelines that I need to have in place that align with the distribution center to have this application built, up and running, and from there we can maybe talk about either us managing it once it's up and running, but I need someone to come in, build me the team, put it in place to actually get this thing to hit our timeline. Okay.
So that's obviously your ideal situation, and we're meeting today to work together to reach that goal. Before this meeting, what have been some of the problems and issues that have stopped you and been in the way of you reaching that goal of setting this all up?
Sure. So I have some partners that I work with since I last worked with you guys. I've kind of moved on to work with some of your competitors. They have done a good job. I just don't have a single point of contact. I kind of rely on different companies to do different things. With this project, I have a number of roles, so I need a company that can really handle it and be a true partner to me. I don't have time to work with 10 different companies, 10 different contracts to get my team built.
Gotcha. I'll just write that down. And in terms of this team, you know, we talked about ideal vision. What would you like to see ideally in this team, like skills and traits wise?
Sure. So I think I have it scoped pretty well. We're going to need probably about 5 database engineers.
Okay.
We'll probably need 6 application developers, probably 3 front end, 3 back end. And then kind of the most important piece to me is I'm going to need some type of delivery manager over it. Like I mentioned, I don't have a great background in the application development space.
Okay.
Obviously, we're a technology company within our apparel line, but I'm going to need someone that I can rely on to help manage those people that are actually doing the physical, you know, coding on the computers.
Okay, gotcha. Completely understandable. And, you know, if these problems and this deadline isn't met, you know, they keep continuing, what are going to be some of the implications on you as an employee as well as the company as a whole if this deadline is not met?
Yeah, I mean, we're small, so we've got really important numbers to hit. So, you know, I'll share with you, we need to have everything up, you know, and running by Labor Day. That's the deadline I've been given. There are some key Labor Day sales, but that'll really just be a trial run for us.
Okay.
I mean, we're retail. We do 80% of our business in Q4 for the holiday push. So if we miss that, you know, that's an entire year of revenue. We've got, you know, financing can go down. So bad for the company. I'm the expansion manager, so not good for me. You know.
All right. Well, after hearing, you know, your situation and writing down some of my notes, I just want to make sure I got a clear understanding and kind of summarize what I believe the situation is. So it sounds like to me, you guys are expanding very rapidly. You guys are seeing great growth. In that growth, you're trying to outlay this new distribution center. You want an application website to go along with it, but like you said, you're really good at the physical stuff, not so much the technical stuff. So you need someone that can work alongside of you, put this team into place, and at the same time make sure this team is, you know, ready to go, can get it going to work, and actually meet this deadline. And that's important to you because if that deadline is not met, there's going to be some serious implications. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, after hearing that, I believe tech systems could be a great value to you in your situation. Would you mind me talking about more about how we can benefit you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great.
I should say I have kind of heard this before, so I'm not sure if you realize this. I did actually work with you guys right when I started about a year ago. So I know a little bit about you guys. But if you kind of have some changes or some additional things, definitely walk me through that.
Okay, fantastic. Just to give you a general overview of tech systems and some background knowledge, we're a company that helps our clients reach their IT and business goals through 3 main ways. That's through IT services, IT talent management, and I think what you'll be most keen on is IT staffing solutions. We know that at the heart of every single company is the people that are behind of it, and our relationships within the IT professional world is what really builds the strong foundation for our full suite of services. Every single year we employ over 80,000 IT professionals to about 6,000 different sites ranging from North America, Europe, and Asia, so we are not new at this. Those key relationships that I explained before within the IT human capital industry is what really helps our clients, you, reach those IT goals and at the same time optimize their IT workforce strategies. Now, I know that was a lot to take in, but are you kind of following with what we do in general?
Yeah, no, I mean, I already knew you guys are a huge company.
Yeah, okay.
And like I said, I mean, when I worked with you, you were able to, you know, at least at the beginning, you were able to give me, you know, one good resource. I know that you work with other companies, obviously. Right?
Yeah.
We were the only company you guys worked with last year.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. That was just a general description, but obviously you're one client. You're not one of the 6,000 different whatever. I want to talk with you about how we can help you in your situation. So you talked about needing this IT team and needing them to come into place, and I have here our actual staffing quality process. So this is the tried and true process that we go through to staff any employee. So obviously there's a lot to go over here. I can go over each 5 steps, but like you said, you're in a time crunch. So I want to go over steps 4 and 5 because I believe they most relate to you.
Okay.
When you said things that you need a team that, you know, 5 engineers, they can deliver, they need to meet this deadline, I think you're really going to want to look at step 4, which is our screening and selection process. So even to become a potential candidate for this situation at Tech Systems, we screen these prospects through face-to-face interviews, technical evaluations, and they need at least 2 reference checks. And you could actually even talk to these references if you'd like. So that's going to really ensure that these people are going to be coming into your situation and making an immediate impact. And now you also talked about, you know, having a point of contact, and once again, we talked about that deadline and how important that is. What we do at Tech Systems is we have a relationship management step. You're probably familiar, you said you work with other companies. What they do in staffing is they kind of have a place and forget system. So they put these people into place, they kind of forget about them and hope that everything gets resolved. But like you said, you want that point of contact. You want to know that this is getting done, free up space for you behind the scenes. So what we do at Tech Systems is we check up on our professionals. We overlook our team. We're going to make sure that they're performing behind the scenes so that you don't have to worry about it and you can worry more about, for example, your physical outlay of this store. Do you just kind of see how that can add value to your current situation?
No, yeah, I mean, I think you guys did do a good job at that last time around. But really where my issue came with you guys was, we got a guy who was on site, and he was a good guy. Mm-hmm. He got a call about a job offer. You know, it wasn't my fault, wasn't your fault. Kind of where everything kind of fell apart was, once that individual left, there wasn't really a contingency plan in place for me. Mm-hmm. So I was kind of stuck picking up the pieces. You know, okay. I probably would, if that individual hadn't gotten that call, probably would have completed the project. I'd probably still be working with you guys. But the reason why I had to go to someone else's is there wasn't a lot of follow through to find the replacement, and I was already halfway through the project. I mean, everything, it was basically like a train coming to a screeching halt to find that replacement.
Gotcha.
That's really kind of my big concern about working with you guys again.
Okay. I completely understand where you're coming from, and I just want to formally apologize on behalf of Tech Systems for that. If I was in your shoes, I would probably be asking myself the exact same question. To answer your question, however, and kind of reassure you that, you know, this management will get done and this project will get done, I've actually personally been staffing many IT teams in similar situations as you. I actually was just working with Nike, and we had a very similar situation where they created a distribution center, and was actually the team I staffed created a virtual warehouse for them and an online application for them, and they were ecstatic with our performance. They can't speak highly of it enough. They've had great results. I know you guys want this Labor Day sale to go great. Like I said, everything has been working out with them very, very well. I actually have the business card of the guy I worked with specifically. His name was Richard Tate.
Okay.
He's actually been so happy with their work that he's giving me these business cards to give to clients like you, so you could actually speak with him and talk about, you know, those concerns, and I'm sure he can assure you that you're going to see the same amount of success that we've given to them. If you want to just
that sounds good. It'd be good to give him a call and just kind of see if he's kind of gone through the situation that I have, kind of just replacing other people, you know, once they do fall off, and obviously the fact that they're Nike. That's pretty relevant to us. Mm-hmm. We're trying to beat Nike, but obviously they have some good. They're doing something right.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I gotta say, would you agree that you can see how, I know you've had some concerns, but would you say that I've addressed some of those concerns, and you can see how Tech Systems, you know, moving forward, be able to solve this situation and add value to your company?
So with Nike, this was one skill set that you built out for them, or was this multiple? Because that's kind of the issue that I'm running into is I'm looking to build a true partnership. Like I said, working with one company. So was Nike relying on you solely, or do you work with other companies to help Nike? Because they're a huge company, obviously, to be helping.
Yeah. We actually work with Nike together and partnered with them. So we were able to, you know, kind of come in, be able to manage everything together, and Nike, like I said, was very pleased with our service. I know that's a big thing for you, but I can assure you again that, you know, you're going to be satisfied with that relationship and that one point of contact.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I definitely will plan to give Nike a call. It does sound like something that we could benefit from.
All right, fantastic. Well, I actually have some service agreements here for me if you'd be interested in taking a look at them and seeing how we could do business.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I could take a look. If you want to send them to me in an email, I can kind of look over everything and kind of see what that looks like.
Okay. Well, to be honest with you, it sounds like you're still a little on the fence about the entire situation. Obviously, you know, you're in a time crunch. We want to get things done today. Is there any more questions I can address for you so we can, you know, go over these service agreements and hit the ground running? Because I'm really confident that Tech Systems can fulfill your need.
No, I mean, I think as long as I can talk to the individual from Nike and kind of see what you've done with them, next steps for me would just be obviously getting this, you know, project manager hired. Mm-hmm. So from there, I mean, if you have any candidates that you think would be a good fit, you know, you can start sending over some resumes and I can do some initial reviews because like I said, I am ready to get this thing off the ground.
All right, fantastic. Well, it sounds to me like the next step is after this meeting, we'll follow up. You're going to give Nike a call, see how you feel about them, and then we can sit down again next time and be able to, you know, talk further, talk about service agreements, and then, you know, kind of get the ball rolling. Does that sound like a good plan?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, fantastic. Let me just write down my email here for you.
Okay.
You could have that, and then next time when we're done, we'll complete everything.
Cool.